Welcome, welcome, guys. Get your coffees and teas, y'all. We used to have one of those moments, okay? Um, Story time. Get your coffees, teas, whatever you decide to drink or whatnot or what have you. Come in and let's have a seat. If you know, I just made the video, so this is part two to the video that I just made. I just had a spider just came in or whatever. It looked like a water spider. I don't have the fine idea what the fuck type of spider it was, but that's what ended up allowing me to jump up out of here. But I smelled them astral projecting. The guy was outside, okay? He was outside, and before I even get to that part, I saw the spider. So I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I jump up, and before I got up, I start recording. And I'm glad I stayed recording. So I record the spider or whatever. That motherfucker moved so fast, I thought it was still on the carpet. As you would see in the video, it was on the floor. So that's how I knew where it was. And I went to it, I killed it, boom. I hear the guy screaming outside, making noise. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go outside, I walk down the sidewalk, and the man standing right there. No shirt on, black pants on, or what have you. So I walk all the way out. He hide behind the people car. He dipped behind that car. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? So I just walk back, like I'm not supposed to bring no attention to myself or whatnot or have you. So when I walk back, I'm looking up. Someone was like, look up. So I look up, y'all. I'm telling you, like, y'all just witnessed me translate to the alien DNA. So yeah, I just translated with them. I couldn't help it. You can even tell. That's why I say I wish the camera was turned around, but I'm glad that it was turned around for you to see the communication, the telepathic communication. I looked up just in time. Now, and the reason why I say that because I saw them cross the other star, like right when I look up, it's crossing the star. Like what people meant for evil and conflict and ignorance, that was a whole spirituality is changed with the divine, with the most high. That's oh my God. I couldn't even speak. It was like something was taking over. Like they were like, no, talk to me, focus on me. And I started literally conversating. Okay? I started relating and it wasn't in English either. Okay? I speak like them. Okay? Some people talk and say it's tongues. Whatever. That's your voice or opinion. But, they have their own language as well, but they can still interpretate. Okay, so they know what was spoken, they know what was transpired. Because before I killed that spider, I said, "Kukumbapa konto, you gonna die." Just like that. And I killed it. And when I went outside, I translated again because they see what they're doing. So somebody gonna lose themselves, okay? Whether they're gonna go through some type of near-death experience or they're gonna go through some type of how would I say this? Near death experience, or they're gonna actually like lose somebody. But something's gonna shift them to go through some type of spiritual awakening to what's transpired, okay? To who you are. Yeah, they're gonna be reminded. Most definitely. And then I remember making a video that reminded me, he told me don't cross him. And it's like they were transferring, like to let me know, like, yeah, we know, we saw. They were giving me confirmation because I don't know. I remember telling you guys how I went to the bank with my person, well, false person, and when I got to the bank, he was telling me to get out the car and go slide my card. And I'm like, I'm not getting out the car, like you right there. So what do you mean? So he was like, give me the card. So I gave him the card, and before I did, I said, well, let me do it then. So I was gonna cross over him, and he gave me an evil look. Like he grunted his teeth at me, like, don't cross over on me. And I just looked at him. So when I looked at him, I just like, well, you do it. So he translate and put the card in the machine and got the money out or whatever. And I was observing him. I was like, damn, money makes him happy. Like he's happy to receive money. Like he probably would do anything for money. I started really observing and watching him get the money out the machine and how he was just actually, like, oh, they don't charge you $3, they don't charge you nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm looking at the receipt. I'm like, they didn't charge me a whole $3, like a whole no $2.50. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, they charging me. or whatever, but I kept my eye on my money. So the divine is relating to what I said and giving me confirmation. And there's Jezebel in my ear too. But she's doing this singing and they seeing what the fuck I'm seeing. And oh my God, they're gonna tell you, y'all get the fucking find out. Yeah, she's gonna be like, yeah, that bitch still lie. Cause I guess the guy must have thought I was recording them, but the phone is up at the sky. I'm looking at him. I'm like, Lord, he gonna think I'm recording him, and I'm not even recording these people. I just had a whole spiritual transition, like a whole spiritual, I don't a spirits. That's what I say. But goddamn, what the heck? Like, I gotta go back and look at that video. I don't know if I really even got it on there, but they watching me spiritually, so I know they're gonna tell. They have to tell. They cannot lie. So I couldn't even help myself. Like, I was literally speaking in fucking tongues, and it was just I even said it in a video, like, I can't help myself. I can't help it, y'all. Like, they taking over, they telling me. And I kept looking around like somebody was looking at me, watching me, and then the people pulled up. And I'm like, damn, I'm still recording, and these people don't think I'm recording them, but they don't even know. They don't even know that I'm having a whole spiritual transaction going on with the divine, with the Most High, and it's more like the alien DNA. Okay, so wow, what the heck, what the heck? So I'm going to tell you what made me go ahead and make the video, because I was just doing my research about the end of life, the end of Earth. Okay, and I wrote some stuff down, and I want to share it with you all, because that's why I say it was a human spirituality is changed with the Most High, because I was just trying to figure out about the new Earth, about the underground. Okay, the underground railroad, underground Earth. Okay, that has an underground Earth that I didn't know about, and I am a harsh son. Okay, I'm here to protect and serve. Okay, we deal with a lot of underground things that happens underground. Now, I have crossed paths some major wealthy millionaires, okay, that have created these undergrounds with the government officials. So I have to be very mindful if I'm going to talk about these things. Now, some things I'm going to blank out, some things I won't say, okay, just for my own protection, because I'm dealing with some people that have more rank than me, and I have a lot of spiritual respect. So with this being said, I found out that there's a underground in Hollywood, Kansas, Alabama, where else? And oh, by the way, if you wanted to know, was there a sun down there? And I said, oh yes, it's a sun down there. And this place, this underground, it's like 600 million feet, okay, underground. Okay, they say that this is, okay, when I Googled, it said they had no apartments, no living there. It was just like restaurants. I saw McDonald's, I saw Burger King, I saw Taco Bell. What else did I see? Like little like trains. The trains was down there. They had actual people walking down there, but what I did not see was black people. I did not see African Americans down there. These were wealthy people. Okay, it's no. How would I say this? It was built for a certain population of people when the world is at a downfall, or when the world is going to the ashes. The world would flame up in flames. If you read, excuse me, y'all, I'm getting tongue twisted. If you read Revelations talks about the end of the world. Even Ezekiel talks about the end of the world as well, and how mothers will go against mothers, and fathers will kill sons, and sons will kill the mothers, and things like that. This is what's happening right now. Okay, and how would I say this? Now that I've seen this underground, they feel like this is bringing them like protection, cover, like safety. They feel more protected down there. Okay, these places are made out of some type of orbs. Or another, they're not orbs. The little things they showing me, like in my third eye, they showing me little bases, like made like little homes. I don't know what you call them, but the spaceship sits over it, and that's how they can create life. Okay, you ever heard them talk about life on Mars? You notice they never talked about that, right? It's not safe. Life on Mars is not safe for them. They already have built life up there. Okay, something is not going right there. They have to get the temperatures right because there's still space, meaning that there's water, there's life. Okay, they found water, so they built life. If you ever heard these people talk about the flying cars, they're building these cars. The flying, they're going back to 1988. What is it called? Back to the Future. Okay, I'm channeling so much shit right now. I can't even stop talking. So, Back to the Future, they have flying cars. Okay, they put out secret estimate. They put code numbers out. Okay, they showing me the 669. It's the new Earth, the new life. Okay, they put that out there. They found this, and they put the sun on top of the symbol to let it be known that there's life. The sun is the part of life. Okay, sun is like vitamin E, vitamin C, nutrients. It's all of that. Okay, and some people will not be able to stand the sun because it's going to be a more intense the sun. Okay, where if you have heavy metals in your system, you will not be able to maintain the sun. The sun would be too bright for you to maintain. It's going to burn. Okay, so if you are a sun god, or you're part of the sun gods or horse gods, you will be allowed to stay. But if you're not, you will not be able to stay here. You will have to go underground. They will give you that option. That's why they're preparing this new life. Okay, and we're already living it. And that's what a lot of people don't see because they're full of the world. We're already in a new life. Now, spiritual beings we are in new life. The chosen, the ones that's awakening, the ones that's really taking in this time to do this type of research and get information, that life is already here. A lot of people that's going through spiritual awakenings, we're finding research and information about people that already knew the knowledge that we knew. That means that we are waking up to the new life. And that means that we are here to break the narcissistic curse and patterns and move to the new life. Meaning we're built to have businesses. We're built to be fortunes. We're built to surpass a lot of negativity and grow above all things. Okay, meaning that we're gonna have children that have the same spirituality, the same spiritual knowledge and gifts and talents. Okay, that means that we're not here to suffer. We won't suffer here. Okay, we're not built to suffer. Okay, we are creators. Okay, you see they tapping in. They tapping in here. All right, moving forward. So with that being said, y'all, it was just blowing taken from me because I haven't had that type of experience in years. In years, y'all. Like, I've endured the stars. I've been around in the stars, right? But I never endured them actually like, hey, look up. Okay, don't pay attention to them. We're right here. You know what I mean? And it's an amazing experience. I never thought to have that type of experience. Like I'm having, by me being spiritual gifted and talent already, and calling back my power, calling back my energy, calling back everything that is mine, and the attacks that they want to happen with me is open up spiritual doors of access that the divine once had for me, and that they're showing me that, okay, you're doing it. They're giving me clarification that it's happening. Y'all, I'm working with powers. I'm doing things that I never done before. Okay, so man, like, this the real me. Hello, how you doing? When somebody say they change and they telling you about their experience, I might think you need to know you're the original. You can't afford to have a copycat. A copycat can't have these type of experience. Okay? I'm the original. Okay? Signed, sealed, and delivered. When God made Erica, he made one of me. Okay? He didn't make a duplicate of me. Okay? When my mom gave me that name, I was the one and only. I don't care who came behind me. I'm focused on me. Okay? When you're a copycat, you don't have this type of experience, baby. Okay? Not at all. But you're seeing it. But you're not getting a reaction like I'm getting it. It's a different feel. It's a different energy. It's a different grab. It's a different pull. Okay, and if you can't explain that pull with really y'all, I couldn't even really explain to myself. I was, oh boy, I hear it. I really was. I was like, oh no, I can't help myself. I said it on 2 or 3 times, Lord. I can't help myself. I couldn't, y'all. And I'm being funny because I have self humor. But I will say this, I will acknowledge them. I thank you for this experience. I know they're watching over me. I know they're protecting me. Thank you. Look, they just came in. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, he just revealed himself. Yes, thank you. Yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just so proud of me. I will never go back to the old me. I love me some me. And they listened. It was like as to say they were waiting for me to say thank you. Okay. So I know you're probably wondering, y'all, it came in a big bright light just came in. Okay. A bright light just came in. And I looked right at it. He came in again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. This experience is different. It's different. And I'm glad that I follow instructions because something actually was pulling me not to even get the information. And I said, no, let me get up and document and give the chosen ones, the new beginners, insight on this spiritual reality or this spiritual change. Because a lot of people, I'm not talking bad about nobody, but when you get to start listening to readers and you want to grow spiritually, you have to go within and go get your own research and have your own body experiences. Okay? And with that being said, you have to go within yourself. You can't look for everybody to give you some knowledge. You have to learn on your own, okay? And this was a major, major, beautiful experience. Even when I had the experience with my grandfather coming here, and I asked him, because I have two people in my energy that feel like they can play mind games and manipulate and abuse their power of authority when it comes to me. And my grandfather said, no, I'm whooping your ass in the spirit. You can act like her with her, that you got her, but I'm showing you that I'm here in spirit and in the reality of this cycle that's ending with her. And she's gonna go away faith. I mean, she's gonna break away from you in a safe matter. Okay? And he came. Right, and I was doing a live. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. So with that being said, to my experiences, I'm just glad I'm following spiritual guidance. That's how you know when you fully, when you're fully divine. I can't even talk right. They don't want me to get this message out. Thank you. That's how you know you are being spiritually guided. Okay, you're being spiritually molded. I'm gonna say this, I will get up and watch my gospel every morning. I said, no, you know what? I start giving research. I said, this is a cycle of me not growing within my spiritual gift. Because it's the same thing. And if I was noticing, I was waking up, I said, I'm watching gospel on TV, but they're only preaching about certain things. They're not preaching about the things that we need to be hearing about. Like Ezekiel in the Bible, that's something that you need to be talking about. That's what's happening right now. We're talking about everything else, but we ain't talking about Ezekiel, Revelations, and Romans. We ain't talking about that. So I said, you know what? That's shorting my growth. I'm going to spirituality because I'm a spiritual being. When you start realizing who you are and having spiritual, how would I say this? A human experience in a spiritual body, that shit hit different. It hit real different. It hit deep. Okay? You're being guided to work with spiritual powers and gifts and talents. You got to bring that shit forth. And you got to do the work. So if that guides you to do something, do it. I was guided to make a money bowl. It went from me making a bunny bowl to me creating an altar. I'm like, God, I don't got nothing to make no altar. How do I make an altar? So I just start putting little stuff up there. And the TV sitting right there like y'all, look. They said make a symbol for them to access. I made the symbol. Ever since I made the symbol, I've been having all of these spiritual experiences. They've been revealing themselves very heavy, very strong. Do you understand me? And with that being said, y'all, this is real. This is real for me. Okay? I'm giving you exactly what they're saying. Why you on that couch? Because it's mine. So, anyway, with this type of experience, it's different. It is different. That lets you know that when you obey and you put in the spiritual work, because I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. For a long time, my butt's starting to hurt. For a long time, y'all, I didn't have this type of connection. Okay, I know I had a connection, but I didn't know how powerful my connection was. I didn't, because I was under attack. Okay, the attack was on me heavy. And due to this experience, instead of me giving a reaction, I went within and I grabbed my knowledge. And this is what my knowledge gave me. My gifts of what was being trying to be stripped from me or taken from me. Okay? And when God say do something, divine tell you do something, do it, y'all. Do it. Because what was meant for evil worked out for my good. Okay? We're meant to see, because they were telling me, she was tapping my energy. She was telling me to go in the house. And it was like as to say, no, stay right there. And I'm looking at them and I'm literally talking in tongues like I couldn't help myself. Okay, so when people try to do something for evil, and babe, I know somebody feels stupid. I know she feels stupid in my energy. I would have felt stupid too. That means to let you know you crossed the chosen one. And now you get to get exactly what you was trying to set up for me. That shit has been returned to sender tenfold. Because it seemed like to me, like, I don't never have no problem with nobody around here. But it seemed like that man came out, and I'm like, this is not divine timing. This is not a coincidence. This is a setup. But the setup was me to have a spirituality, how would I say this? A spirituality, it's change and awareness and a certainty to let me know you're protected. And when I heard that, y'all, I just actually just started looking around to see people looking at me. And I heard that car, and I'm like, damn, they hear. There's somebody they hear. And I'm like, oh, Lord, we got somebody coming, y'all. Hold on. So it was weird. It was weird. It was exciting. I think I was more excited when I found out about my grandfather. But just to know that they letting me see, because they let it be known. They crossed. She reminded me she was looking. Yeah, she reminded me. She saw it. Yeah, she said, it was two. Yeah, y'all both crossed me. Yeah, that's all they said. The divine has how would I say this? I keep saying the divine. This is the aliens, y'all. Okay? I'm connected to the alien. I got the alien DNA. It is what it is, okay? I could interpretate. Okay, and that's what I was doing. And they crossed me. Remember, y'all, in the middle of me telling y'all that he told me don't cross him, okay? And he grunted at me, okay? And when he told me that and I went outside and I had that experience, they letting me know that they both crossed me for the last time. So they about to handle these people, okay? So, guys, just stay tuned, okay? Because you about to hear some things about your enemies, about their secret plot. Okay, because they got to tell us. They got to confess the truth now. Okay, so this hidden agenda thought it was going to be a smooth one. Okay, the divine is like, you tried that again, huh? I'm telling you. Somebody, ancestors, I just really want to say, my ancestors are gangsters. I ain't going to lie. They gangstified. Because soon as that man came up and I seen that man, they came up and ran. They was like, look. I look, I'm like, damn, okay, I don't know where the stars is. Where you at? So I'm looking, they bleeping the light. Then that UFO just went right past. I say, I kept saying, I know there ain't no helicopter. There ain't no helicopter. Hell, no, there ain't no helicopter. He went right across that star. Like, nah, I was freaking, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, I'm having a spiritual reaction to what transpired. But I'm glad I know how to interpretate and see this for what it is, because man, my somebody made the wrong decision. Okay, anywho's this is more deeper than that. Okay, this is way much deeper than that. So the underground has a sun. Okay, there's a sun underneath the underground, and it is 6 million feet. Okay, meaning it goes a long ways. It's damn near this whole county. This whole county plus more. Okay? Um, and then it's in Hollywood. Okay, they got one in Hollywood. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, it's real crazy. And what got to me was the 5336 AD. That's what got to me. That's what stood out to me. I'm gonna do some more research about this stuff, y'all. I was in the middle of doing it. This is what I was doing when all that shit was going on. This what if you see me sit down and pick this up, my pen right here, all my stuff right here. This is what I was doing. I was writing down. I'm working on a project, okay, and what I'm working on is about my experience, okay, and I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm taking you along this journey, okay, and this here, boy, all I can do is really shake my head, cause baby, people ain't gonna learn. They not gonna learn until, you know, things just happen, and it is what it is. You can't have sympathy for people that's trying to bring you destruction, baby. You can't. The divine is not gonna let you. And the way they popped up on me, shit. And the way that man went hid, he got ghosts. He was like, oh, she scored it. And he was ducking like I was shooting or something. You see, y'all, I gotta go back and watch the video. I gotta go back and watch it. Because he was standing right here. And he was making all that noise. And they had just told me, telepathically said, you got your camera on? And I'm like, I got my camera on. My camera's always on. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I didn't cut the little, the sensor on. And I'm like, okay. Like, that motherfucker need to be off because I don't want to hear that shit. Okay? It goes off, and y'all, when it goes off, I'm having a hard time to cut it off. I ain't gonna say cut it off, but I just don't get to the shit fast enough. Okay? The shit goes straight to the police station. Okay? So, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Let them people play. Because I'm having a human experience and a spirituality. Well, how would I say this? I'm having a spiritual awareness in a spiritual, I can't even say it right, y'all. I'm just you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just, oh my gosh. It was a lot that I just experienced, okay? That was a lot. That was a lot. I'm gonna, wow. 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 That's crazy. But I thank you guys so much. My angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides, my spirit tribes. I thank you for being here. I thank you for protecting me. I thank you for guiding me. I thank you for putting a shield over me. I thank you. I thank you a lot. I ask that you show up each and every time. Okay? I thank you. And I just hope and pray that you watch over my kids like you watching and protecting over me. Yeah. That's crazy. I just keep saying that because that shit was real. That was real. I was stuck. I was so stuck, only my head could move. I looked right at that dude, and he looking at me like, bitch, is you recording me? I'm like, man, I want to say, man, no, I ain't recording you, bro. But I was on live, so I didn't want my video to be, ghetto, because and then you didn't see him, y'all. You didn't see the guy, so you would have been like, well, who the hell I'm talking to? You know what I'm saying? So, no. That's why I didn't say nothing. I just looked at him, but I was stuck. I ain't gonna lie. I was stuck in one spot. I was standing there and I kept speaking in tongues, but when they came, I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody's coming. You know what I mean? But I can feel somebody coming. Because if you look at the video, you can see me looking around like somebody looking at me. And I kept looking around like somebody was looking at me, but it was the car. I was picking up on the energy of the car coming. And the car wasn't even there yet until I started looking around. And then I heard telepathically, go in the house. I'm like, nah, I'm having a spirituality moment right now. Like, hell no, I'm not going out. And then the car pulled up. Yeah. So they were telling me like to, but they were trying to set trap, trying to put me to put eyes on them too. I saw that shit though. But when you spiritual, the divine will let you know like it's not a worry. Don't worry. We got you. We got this. And they was like, no, focus on me. Focus on me. And I'm looking and I'm just like waiting for them to pass by while I can keep on talking. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Damn. What a moment. What a moment. That shit was real. I wish I can experience this with somebody. It's crazy when you don't have, and I will. I will. It's just crazy that I'm having all of these type of spiritual awakenings to the divine and my ancestors, my spirit tribes, and I'm experiencing it by myself. That's what kind of sucks, And I just gotta come here and share with y'all. It'll be a more, I don't know, more amazing, more me being more advanced and, drilling, which I am drilling, but when I saw them, like I was calm. Like, sometimes it'll be like, when you with somebody, you're like, oh babe, look, they here for us, babe, look. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. But it was just like, okay, you asked about us, you've been calling your pawpaw. And I have, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I've been calling my pawpaw. I called my pawpaw like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. So crazy. I called him like 2 or 3 times today. I sure did. And before I came live, I called them. And before I did this, I called them. So I'm glad I'm gonna be obedient. Cause y'all, it was like something was stopping me. Like, no, you ain't gotta write that down. And then when I start writing it down and I miss whatever they say, they're like, I know you heard that. The universe, well, my spirit guides have a super way of telling me to do something, okay? And I just need to stay more consistent, because they're showing me that they're here for me, okay? Dang, man. Dang. And then I kept saying, my nose itching, my eye itching. I kept having all these experiences. And then, like, it's just weird. I can't say weird, it's spiritual, When you're a spiritual being and you don't share your energy with other people, it's because you gotta have, you're meant to not to share with people right at the moment because you have to have this type of experience. So when things do occur, you will have, like I say, shit, nobody fuck with me, I'm gonna use my powers. I'm gonna use my powers, I'm telling you. I'm gonna transition on their ass, I'm telling you. And I said, I'm gonna have this experience, I say, and I'm gonna be aware of what's to come by me being more connected. But I really want to, my really deepest thing was to connect to the underground. Okay, and that was the first thing I got when I did the research. They gave me information about the underground and the tunnels and LA and Compton. They have like underground railroads and tunnels and things, but they got secret hidden doors and shit that people don't talk about, people don't say. And I was discovering that too, like in these big slave houses, they have like built-in undergrounds to tunnels where they was hiding the slaves, so the people would come there, they wouldn't kill the slaves, they'll protect them and they'll break free. Some of them stayed under there for decades and they were still living. And when people went to go check on the slaves was there, and the slaves and the masters and stuff, the slaves masters was down there too. And they were saying how they was pale. They didn't even know. They thought this world was unsafe. Yeah. And it was crazy. It was a whole news blog I was looking at on YouTube. Like, it was a lot of shit. So be mindful, okay? Be very mindful, because when you got a pure heart and you see stuff like that and you don't think ill intentions, pure things come to you. Like that right there, the experience I had, I feel like that was pure, like pureness. You know what I'm saying? Like your heart gotta be pure to have these type of spiritual experiences. You gotta be a pure hearted person. You can't be walking around here with evil on your heart or your mind and then expect to have this type of experience. And it's just crazy to me. Y'all, I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm trying to get me together. I'm trying to pull up this video again. If I can pull it up on my phone, I want to share what I experienced. And I've been seeing 3332 here lately, very heavy. So what somebody meant for evil, I feel like somebody just got embarrassed. I just got embarrassed because the divine popped up. That's crazy. Somebody ain't gonna learn. Somebody gonna get snatched. That's crazy. They playing with the wrong. When the divine show you something and you ignore them signs. I don't like to talk like that.
There's an app called Bigo Live, and believe it or not, pretty girls message you first.
I don't like talking like that.
There's something going on right now where all the spiritual girlies are having a real hard time. Having a hard time eating, we're having a hard time going outside, we're laid up in the bed, we're doom scrolling, we're gardening extra heavy. And as we all come to this realization that we're not alone and that something's going on, people are asking, what is it? There's gotta be something that's happening. And I'm going to give you guys the answer. We are all pregnant.
Shit. No, you bitch. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute now. Hold up now. Don't be saying it like that, because she shouldn't have said it like that. Then my phone gonna come off and go to a commercial now. Now I gotta redirect that now. And now y'all know I've been talking about, my grandfather came, he showed me a seed, like a birth, like, how a person's eggs get froze, okay? But it was like a fetal, like a whole little fetal that I saw that he showed me. I said, well, is somebody pregnant in the family? He didn't say nothing. And then ever since then, I've been channeling babies. I've been channeling little kids. Something about the children. These kids gonna come here and it's gonna be some shit. These kids gonna come here and tell you about some things that transpired. I'm telling you how they passed away, how people tortured them, how the people abused them and neglected them. I'm telling you. Some things about to be exposed. Coming to us, the chosen ones having babies. Okay? Only the chosen ones gonna have babies to have these type of realities. And a lot of us that's chosen ones, we are not gonna have babies in the hospital because we don't want them to be brainwashed. They wash and bathe our babies in chemicals. They use shampoo in their head. Like they use they soaps in those chemicals. If you ever looked at the soaps and the baby bath and stuff, like they got all kind of chemicals in that shit. And nobody don't even take the time out to look at that. We be full of the world. We excited we got a new baby. And this, that one baby smell good, my baby look good. Oh, he got the best jersey and Downy and Dove and what else it called? Baby lotion. Like, come on, man. Like, what about oils? Natural things. You know what I mean? People missing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta smell good to cover up what? Them demons. You covering up them demons. That's what you hiding, them demons. Yeah. That's the truth. You hiding them demons. You can't hide that on the chosen. We see you, the eyes through the soul. Hey, how you doing? We see you. Screaming, trying to get out of there. We see you. Anyway, y'all. Her talking about pregnant, and I just was telling y'all how the new life that we carry life. We are the new life. We are the new earth. So, with that being said, I don't believe that we're having natural babies. Some people can be having babies. If you're intimate, you know your position, you know you stand. But if you're not intimate, you're birthing new life. Okay? And you're going to have an experience where you birth it and you feel like I went through it a couple of times. Okay, that's why I can speak on it. I'm literally in the bathroom like I'm like, gotta push. I'm in the hot water, I'm in cold water, I'm in hot water, I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the tub, and it does feel like you're having a baby. It really do. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is really a baby, a birth feeling where I remember I stayed in the West End, and I was watching TD Jakes on TV, and I kept getting pain in my stomach, and I'm like, Lord, why am my stomach hurting so bad? And why do I feel like I gotta push, like I'm pushing something out? Like, what the fuck is going on? I did not know, but if you watch my videos and my Power Star read, it's called Power Star Tarot. Okay, you will see in those readings how I stated about